information that we have now is beyond belief already. But what they have coming out, I hear, is historic. Okay. That's the way it was explained.
All right, coming out in December.
Historic.
It is the season for all these things to come upon the earth. And will you be ready, or will you be woken up from your slumber with a sudden jolt? What are you waiting for? I have been telling you for some time now about the 2019 crash of the century, and woe to those who have ignored it. For just like the Bahamas went through destruction, so too will the world, as my wrath pours down. Read Isaiah 26 again and see what it says. America and the world, the third seal is opened, and it is manifesting right in front of your very eyes. Flooding is coming everywhere, and so is inflation. You will want to say 'tis the season to be jolly, but there will be no hanging up the holly. The world has taken this economic hit because her arrogance is from the pit. Justice will be done. My wrath has now come. Time is here. The storms will come. But fear not, for it's all about done. And I will rise up my precious metals for the moment in time to save my remnant from the indignation on the earth. Woe to the inhabitants of the land who disobey my words of truth. I say this day that I will surely clean up my earth. I love you with an everlasting love. You are part of my kingdom, so walk with the dove. Love, Yeshua.
We live in biblical times, Greg, and what's coming is going to be biblical. God promised that 2019 will be the crash of the century. We are now days away, potentially, from one of the largest market crashes in history. So we're looking potentially somewhere in the 30 to 40% drop on the markets imminently. The plunge that's coming, it'll be quick, rapid, and sudden. That's number one. Point number two, will shake the faith and confidence in the monetary system as we know it today. The third point, they will not know what hit them. And the last point is they will try to stop this, but they will fail because God the Father is in control. Two words. Faith and confidence. That's the only thing holding up the stock market today. Faith and confidence. You break that with a 40% market crash or greater, okay? That break of faith and confidence is what's going to propel the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, gold, and silver. When the system breaks, the three things are going to go like a rocket. Before year end, we're going to see it happen from what my analysis is showing.
Just so you know, I mean, Polny came on, said that gold was going to go up. Well, here it is on a chart. Here is his appearance. I looked it up. Gold's at 1275. He says gold's going to go up. And then now it's been this consolidation phase in here. I'll show you more about that in just a minute. Okay? So this is his call. He said gold is going to go up right here. Boom. And here we have a $280 some odd increase in gold. This is Polny. Okay? He also said there'd be no crash in October. You know, like what happened last year, we had a peak in October, and then we had a crash going into fall. Nobody got that but him. He came on, and he's on record. Not going to crash in October. And he said this time, too. Not going to crash in October. And last year, he said it peaked in October, and just before Thanksgiving, that's when things went absolutely haywire. But let's just look at this real quick. So here we have, this is 2018, right? So we got this long run up. And so here we have it tops in October, and then this right here, this big spike down here is then it starts going down after the spike in October and into November. And he said we would crash going into the fall. And he says, hey man, this pattern is happening again, but it's about 6 weeks pushed back. So here it is now. So doesn't that look about the same? It looks about the same. This upward motion going here. You know, upward, just like here, upward, and then all of a sudden, boom! And so here we are here, okay? And now he said this would peak in November, this time. Now he's out on a limb here, saying that we're peaking right now, we're not going to go much higher, we're peaking here, and it's going to crash going into Thanksgiving. It certainly will crash, he says, before the end of the year. That's what he says. And he says also in the gold market, he says, if you look at the gold market, he says, now here's the place where here's where we are. This is where we are with the line machine. This is the other chart. Goes up to 1557, and that just kind of languishes downward in this channel right here. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's going to go up. That's the bottom. And he thinks 1445 was the bottom, and he thinks it's going to go up again. He's making another call that we've already seen the bottom, and we're going to go. This is the same thing that he called before. He thinks his charts are saying gold and silver are getting ready to have another nice run upward.
Just because everyone thinks it's too close for comfort, it can't possibly happen before the end of this year, just like the reindeer should appear. One is truth, and one is fairy tale. Follow truth, not lies. The facts are clear when you truly can hear. Clean up all the swamp as your country goes through this mess and begins to confess. Love your Father who art in heaven.
So what this tells us is that I think the Democrats are extremely concerned and worried about what they're going to see when this report is released.
Let's have a look at the expected stock market cycle into year-end 2019. The U.S. stock markets were expected to top precisely on November 19th. They did. This was followed by a secondary top on November 27th. The IG report is expected to be released on precisely Monday, December 9th. You will notice from the November tops, the U.S. stock market cycle is down into Christmas 2019, as foretold in prophecy.